The year was 2062, and humanity stood on the cusp of its most ambitious space mission yet. The mission was called Quantum Horizon, and it aimed to reach Proxima Centauri b, the closest exoplanet believed to have the potential to support life. The crew aboard the spaceship Horizon was a diverse mix of nationalities and expertise, each bringing a unique skill set to the mission. Commander Alex Thompson, a seasoned astronaut with 2 previous missions to the International Space Station under his belt, Alex was chosen to lead the mission due to his extensive experience and calm demeanor under pressure. Tall, with a graying beard and piercing blue eyes, Alex commanded respect from his crew. Dr. Maya Patel. The lead scientist, Maya, was a renowned astrophysicist who had dedicated her life to studying exoplanets. At 35, she was the youngest member of the crew, but brought a wealth of knowledge and an insatiable curiosity. Her dark hair was always tied back in a neat bun, and her sharp intellect was matched only by her determination. Marcus Lee. The chief engineer, Marcus, was responsible for the maintenance and operation of the quantum drive. He had a background in quantum mechanics and had worked on developing the drive for the past decade. With his wiry frame and perpetually grease-stained hands, Marcus was the heart of the ship's technical operations. Dr. Elena Garcia. The mission's medic, Elena, was a skilled physician with a background in space medicine. Her warm, empathetic nature made her the crew's confidant. She was always ready with a smile or a comforting word, her dark eyes full of compassion. Navigator Yuri Petrov. A former Russian cosmonaut, Yuri was an expert in celestial navigation. His gruff exterior and no-nonsense attitude masked a deep-seated loyalty to his comrades. With a thick Russian accent and a habit of quoting old Soviet space program slogans, Yuri was both reliable and enigmatic. In a conference room at NASA's Kennedy Space Center, the crew gathered for their final briefing. The walls were adorned with mission insignias and photos of past space missions, a testament to humanity's progress in space exploration. "Welcome, everyone," began Mission Director Sarah Roberts, her voice steady and authoritative. "Today, we embark on a journey that will take us further than any human has ever gone. Our destination, Proxima Centauri b. Our mission to explore, collect data, and pave the way for future colonization." As Sarah outlined the mission objectives, the crew listened intently. The quantum drive, a revolutionary propulsion system based on quantum entanglement, would allow them to travel the 4.24 light-years to Proxima Centauri b in a matter of months. Their primary goals were to study the planet's atmosphere, search for signs of life, and establish a preliminary base for future missions. "Remember," Sarah continued, "this mission is not just about exploration. It's about survival. We're venturing into the unknown, and we need to be prepared for anything." The days leading up to the launch were a whirlwind of activity. The crew underwent rigorous physical training, final equipment checks, and countless simulations. Each member had their own way of dealing with the impending departure. Alex spent his last evening on Earth, walking along the beach near the Space Center. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore calmed his nerves. He looked out at the horizon, thinking about his family and the sacrifices they had made for his career. Maya immersed herself in her research, double-checking her calculations and data. Her parents, who had flown in from India to see her off, watched with pride and worry. "We'll be waiting for you, Beta," her mother said, hugging her tightly. Marcus tinkered with the ship's systems, making last-minute adjustments. He shared a quiet dinner with his wife and 2 young children, promising them he would return with stories of a new world. Elder Elena spent her time with her elderly grandmother, who had raised her after her parents' death. "You're a brave girl, Elena," her grandmother said, holding her hand. "Your parents would be so proud." Yuri, ever the pragmatist, focused on his duties. He called his sister in Russia, sharing a rare moment of vulnerability. "Take care of yourself, Yuri," she said. "We'll be watching the stars for you." Launch day dawned clear and bright. The Space Center buzzed with activity as engineers and technicians made final preparations. The crew suited up in their sleek, white spacesuits, each step bringing them closer to the unknown. As they made their way to the launch pad, the enormity of their mission weighed heavily on them. They climbed into the spacecraft, securing themselves in their seats and performing last-minute system checks. "Mission Control, this is Horizon. All systems go, Alex reported, his voice steady. Copy that, Horizon. You are go for launch, came the reply. The countdown began, each second ticking by with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. As the final seconds counted down, the crew braced themselves. 3, 2, 1, ignition! The quantum drive roared to life, and the Horizon lifted off the launch pad, ascending into the sky. The force of the launch pressed the crew into their seats, but their training held them steady. Through the viewport, they watched as Earth grew smaller, the blue planet fading into the blackness of space. They were on their way, venturing into the unknown, driven by the hope of discovery and the promise of a new frontier. As the quantum drive activated, the ship seemed to shimmer, and in an instant they were propelled through the vast expanse of space, leaving the solar system behind. The journey to Proxima Centauri b had begun, and with it, humanity's next great adventure. The Horizon emerged from quantum travel with a sudden jolt, the once familiar starfield replaced by an entirely new vista. Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf star, loomed large in the distance, casting a faint, reddish glow over everything. The crew members, still acclimating to the effects of the journey, peered out the viewport in awe. "We made it," Alex whispered, his voice filled with a mix of disbelief and triumph. Maya's eyes were wide with wonder. "Proxima Centauri b," she murmured. "It's real. We're really here." The planet itself, a dusky world with patches of green and blue, rotated lazily below them. The initial scans showed a thin but breathable atmosphere, stable temperatures, and signs of water. "All right, team, let's get to work," Alex commanded, snapping the crew back to their professional roles. "Yuri, establish a stable orbit. Marcus, monitor the ship's systems and ensure everything's functioning post-jump." Yuri's fingers danced over the controls, adjusting the thrusters and stabilizers. "Establishing orbit now," he reported. "We'll be in a stable position in 10 minutes. Marcus checked the quantum drive and other critical systems. "All systems green," he announced. "Quantum drive is in standby mode, and no major issues detected." As the Horizon settled into orbit, the crew began running detailed scans of the planet's surface. Maya's instruments detected unusual energy readings, suggesting the presence of artificial structures. "Preliminary scans are showing some interesting features," Maya said, pointing to a display filled with data. "There's a region here with anomalous readings, possible ruins or technology." Alex nodded. "We'll aim to land close to this area. It could provide valuable insights into the planet's history and any potential resources." The crew reviewed the data, debating the best landing site. They needed a location that was not only scientifically significant, but also safe and accessible. After hours of discussion and analysis, they agreed on a site near a series of ancient, seemingly artificial format ions. The area appeared stable, with signs of water nearby. With the landing site selected, the crew prepared for descent. Marcus double-checked the landing gear and systems, while Yuri plotted the course. "Everyone, strap in," Alex ordered. "This descent might get bumpy." The Horizon entered the planet's atmosphere, buffeted by turbulence. Elena monitored the crew's vital signs, ready to respond to any medical emergencies. The ship rattled and shook, but Yuri's expert navigation kept them on course. As they neared the surface, the landscape came into clearer view. Rugged terrain with patches of alien vegetation, rocky outcrops, and the ruins of what seemed to be ancient structures. "Deploying landing gear," Marcus announced. The Horizon touched down with a slight jolt, the landing gear absorbing the impact. The crew let out a collective sigh of relief as the ship settled onto the alien soil. "We're down," Alex confirmed, a hint of a smile playing on his lips. "Welcome to Proxima Centauri b, everyone." The crew disembarked, setting foot on the alien world for the first time. The air was thin but breathable, with a faint metallic tang. They donned their helmets, which provided additional oxygen and protection from potential contaminants. "Let's get the base set up," Alex instructed. "Maya, start setting up the scientific equipment. Marcus, I want the life support systems operational, ASAP." The crew worked tirelessly, deploying solar panels, setting up communication arrays, and establishing a temporary habitat. Each task brought them one step closer to creating a stable, functional base on the new world. With the base operational, small teams were dispatched to conduct initial surveys of the surrounding area. Alex and Maya led one team towards the ruins, while Elena and Marcus focused on assessing the local environment and resources. The landscape was a mix of familiar and alien features. Strange plants grew in clusters, their colors vibrant and otherworldly. Small insect-like creatures scuttled across the ground, avoiding the humans. As Alex and Maya approached the ruins, they were struck by the scale and complexity of the structures. Made of a material that seemed both metallic and organic, the ruins hinted at a civilization far advanced from anything humanity had encountered. Maya's instruments detected faint energy signatures emanating from the ruins. "These readings, it's like nothing I've seen before," she said, her voice tinged with excitement and awe. The structures were covered in intricate carvings, depicting scenes that suggested a deep understanding of astronomy and mathematics. One building, in particular, stood out, a large, dome-like structure with a faint, pulsing light emanating from within. "We need to explore this further," Alex decided. This could be the key to understanding who lived here and what happened to them. Inside the dome, they discovered artifacts that defied current understanding of technology. Floating spheres of light, holographic displays, and devices that seemed to manipulate gravity and energy. Maya carefully catalogued each find, her mind racing with possibilities. These artifacts, they could revolutionize our understanding of physics and engineering. As they explored further, they found what appeared to be a central control panel. When Alex touched it, the entire room came to life, holographic images and symbols swirling around them. "We need to get this back to the ship," Alex said. "This is just the beginning." With the initial surveys completed and the first discoveries made, the crew of the Horizon prepared for the challenges and mysteries that lay ahead on Proxima Centauri b. The first light of the alien sun crept over the horizon, casting an ethereal glow on the rugged terrain of Proxima Centauri b. The crew of the Horizon was already hard at work, turning their temporary landing site into a functional base of operations. "Solar panels are up and running," Marcus reported, wiping sweat from his brow despite the cool air. "We should have a stable power supply." "Good," Alex responded, checking his list. "Elena, how are the life support systems?" Elena, surrounded by an array of medical and environmental monitoring equipment, looked up. "Oxygen levels are stable. We've got a closed-loop water purification system in place. We should be self-sufficient for now." Maya was setting up her portable lab, preparing to analyze the samples they had already collected. "I'll start examining these artifacts and biological samples as soon as possible," she said, her eyes gleaming with anticipation. With the base established, it was time for the crew to venture further into the unknown. Alex divided them into 2 teams to maximize their efforts. He would lead the first team with Maya to explore the ruins, while Marcus and Elena would survey the local environment. "Remember, stay in constant communication," Alex reminded them as they prepared to set out. "We don't know what we're dealing with here." The team headed towards the ruins, their footsteps kicking up fine dust that glowed faintly in the reddish light. As they approached the ancient structures, the sense of stepping into history, an alien history, grew stronger. The ruins were a marvel of architecture, blending organic and metallic elements seamlessly. Vines with iridescent leaves draped over the structures, and bioluminescent fungi provided an eerie light in the shaded areas. Maya scanned the carvings and inscriptions on the walls. "These symbols are incredibly complex," she said, tracing them with her gloved fingers. "They tell a story, but it's unlike any language we've encountered." Alex was more focused on the structural integrity. "Let's be careful. This place has been abandoned for who knows how long. It could be unstable." They ventured deeper into the largest structure, discovering rooms filled with strange, otherworldly artifacts. Spheres of light floated in the air, casting soft glows. Holographic displays flickered to life, showing scenes of daily life and astronomical phenomena. One room, in particular, caught their attention. It was circular, with a domed ceiling that appeared to be a star map, constantly shifting and updating. In the center was a pedestal with a crystalline device pulsating with energy. Maya's eyes widened as she scanned it. "This is some kind of power source. If we can figure out how it works, it could revolutionize our energy technology." Alex nodded, but his attention was drawn to a smaller device on the pedestal. It looked like a bracelet, but when he picked it up, it activated, projecting a holographic image of the star system. This might be a navigational tool, he mused, or maybe something more. Back at the base, Marcus and Elena were encountering their own challenges. The local wildlife, small insect-like creatures, were drawn to their equipment, causing interference. "These bugs are everywhere," Marcus grumbled, trying to shoo them away from the solar panels. "And they seem to like the taste of our cables." Elena was more concerned with their health implications. "We need to study these creatures and ensure they don't carry any diseases or pose other threats." Communication between the teams was intermittent, with occasional bursts of static. It added to the growing sense of isolation and the unknown. Elena noticed something unusual in their health data. "Alex, I'm picking up elevated stress levels and minor anomalies in our bio readings. We need to be cautious." Alex agreed. "We'll return to base soon. Gather as much data as you can." Maya was reluctant to leave the ruins. "There's so much more to discover here," she said, but she complied, knowing the importance of team safety. Tensions began to surface among the crew. The isolation, the constant pressure of their mission, and the strangeness of their surroundings were taking a toll. "Marcus, we need to find a better way to secure the equipment from these insects," Alex said, his frustration evident. "I'm doing the best I can," Marcus snapped back. "I'm not a biologist." Elena intervened. "Let's focus on solutions, not blame. We're all in this together." Maya, engrossed in her work, felt the strain of balancing her scientific curiosity with the need to maintain team cohesion. "We need to keep our focus. This mission is too important." As they regrouped at the base, strange occurrences began to happen. Equipment would malfunction without explanation, and they occasionally heard faint, unintelligible whispers on their communication devices. Elena frowned at her console. "I'm picking up something. It's not just static. It sounds almost like a voice." Maya looked intrigued. Could it be an echo of the ancient civilization, or maybe something else entirely? The crew gathered around, listening intently. The sense of being watched, of another presence on the planet, grew stronger. Night fell on Proxima Centauri b, the stars and Proxima Centauri casting a dim, red glow. The ruins took on an even more mysterious and haunting appearance under the alien night sky. As they settled in for their first night, each member of the crew was lost in their thoughts, contemplating the magnitude of their discoveries and the challenges ahead. Alex looked up at the sky, feeling the weight of command. "We've only just begun," he murmured, "and we've already uncovered so much." Maya, unable to sleep, continued analyzing the artifacts. "There's a connection here," she whispered to herself. "We just need to find it." Marcus worked on fortifying their equipment, while Elena reviewed their health data, her concern growing. Yuri, ever the stoic navigator, stood watch, his eyes scanning the horizon for any signs of movement. Their journey had only just begun, and Proxima Centauri b was already proving to be a world of wonder and danger. The first steps of exploration had revealed mysteries that would shape their mission and test their resolve. The dawn of their second day on Proxima Centauri b brought new challenges. As the crew gathered for their morning briefing, Marcus reported troubling news. "Last night, we experienced multiple system malfunctions," Marcus began, displaying a series of diagnostics on the central screen. Power fluctuations, communication disruptions, and unexplained sensor readings. Alex frowned. "What could be causing this? We've checked and rechecked our systems." "It could be environmental factors or something more deliberate," Marcus suggested. "I'll need more time to run diagnostics and trace the source of these issues." Elena had been monitoring the crew's health data closely. "I've noticed elevated levels of stress and minor anomalies in everyone's bio readings," she said, her voice filled with concern. "It might be due to the new environment, but we can't rule out other causes." Maya looked up from her workstation. "Could it be something in the atmosphere, or even an unknown pathogen?" "It's possible," Elena replied. "We need to take precautions and continue monitoring." The team agreed to implement stricter health protocols, including regular medical checkups and environmental testing. The stress of their mission and the strange occurrences were beginning to take a toll on the crew's dynamics. Tensions were running high, and small disagreements quickly escalated into heated arguments. "Marcus, we need those systems back online now," Alex demanded, his frustration evident. "I'm working on it," Marcus snapped. "This isn't exactly a standard repair job." "Calm down, both of you," Elena intervened. "We're all under pressure, but we need to stay united." Yuri, usually the quiet observer, spoke up. "We need to remember why we're here. Our mission is too important to let personal conflicts get in the way." Amidst the technical issues and health concerns, strange occurrences continued to plague the crew. Equipment malfunctioned without explanation, and the faint, unintelligible whispers on their communication devices grew more frequent. Maya was the first to suggest a theory. What if these anomalies are not random? What if they're an attempt at communication? Alex looked skeptical, but intrigued. "You mean from the ancient civilization?" "Or something else entirely," Maya replied. "We need to investigate further." They decided to set up additional monitoring equipment to capture and analyze the strange signals, hoping to find a pattern or message. Despite the challenges, the crew continued their exploration of the ruins. Maya and Alex returned to the dome-like structure with the pulsating crystal device, determined to unlock its secrets. "These symbols and patterns, they seem to be some kind of language," Maya said, pointing to the carvings around the pedestal. "Can you decode it?" Alex asked. "I'm working on it," Maya replied. "But I think this device might be a key. If we can understand how it works, it could help us communicate with whoever left it here." Meanwhile, Marcus and Elena focused on the local environment and its wildlife. They set up traps and cameras to study the small, insect-like creatures that seemed attracted to their equipment. "These creatures are fascinating," Elena said, examining a specimen under a microscope. "Their biology is unlike anything we've seen on Earth." Marcus nodded. "But they seem to be causing interference with our systems. We need to find a way to keep them away." They experimented with different repellents and barriers, trying to protect their equipment from the persistent insects. The crew's supply situation was stable for now, but they knew they needed to find local resources to ensure long-term survival. Marcus worked on adapting their technology to use local materials. "We need to find a way to purify the local water and grow our own food," Marcus explained. "Our current supplies won't last forever." Elena agreed. "I've been analyzing the soil samples. With the right adjustments, we might be able to cultivate some earth plants here." They began setting up a small greenhouse, experimenting with different plant species and growing techniques. The stress and isolation continued to strain the crew's relationships. Personal conflicts flared up, and trust began to erode. "You're always second-guessing my decisions, Alex," Marcus accused during one particularly heated argument. "I'm just trying to ensure our survival," Alex retorted. "We need to work together, not against each other." Elena tried to mediate. "We all have different strengths and perspectives. Let's use that to our advantage, not let it tear us apart." Yuri, ever the voice of reason, added, "Our mission depends on our ability to cooperate. We cannot afford to let personal issues interfere." Maya's persistence began to pay off. She managed to decipher some of the ancient symbols and discovered they were indeed part of a language. "These symbols tell a story," Maya explained to the team. "They describe a catastrophic event that led to the extinction of the ancient civilization." Alex listened intently. "What kind of event?" "A cosmic disaster," Maya replied. "A rogue asteroid or perhaps a massive solar flare. Whatever it was, it wiped out most of the population." "Could it happen again?" Elena asked, her worry evident. "It's possible," Maya said, "but I believe there's more to uncover. There might be a way to prevent it." While exploring deeper into the ruins, Alex and Maya stumbled upon a hidden chamber. Inside, they found a device that seemed different from anything they had seen before. "This looks like a weapon," Alex said, examining the sleek, metallic object. Maya's eyes widened. "Or a tool for defense. We need to be careful with this." They decided to bring the device back to their base for further study, unaware of the potential dangers it could pose. Back at the base, the crew gathered to discuss their latest findings. The discovery of the weapon-like device sparked a heated debate. "We don't know what this is capable of," Marcus argued. "It could be too dangerous to use. But it might also be the key to our survival." Maya countered. "We can't ignore its potential." Alex tried to mediate. "We need to study it carefully and understand its functions before making any decisions." Elena added, "We also need to consider the ethical implications. Using alien technology could have unforeseen consequences." The debate highlighted the moral and practical dilemmas the crew faced as they navigated the complexities of their mission on Proxima Centauri b. The mysterious device lay on the central table of their base, its sleek, metallic surface reflecting the soft light. Maya was hunched over it, surrounded by notes and holographic displays of the ancient symbols she had been painstakingly deciphering. "I think I've made a breakthrough," Maya announced, looking up at the crew. "These symbols are not just a language, but also a form of mathematical code. They describe the workings of their technology and the history of their civilization." Alex leaned in, his interest piqued. "What have you found?" Maya tapped on her tablet, bringing up a detailed holographic image. "This device is part of a network that the ancient civilization used to harness energy and communicate across vast distances. They called it the Celestial Network. It allowed them to share information instantly and protect their world from cosmic threats." The more Maya deciphered, the clearer the picture became. The ancient civilization had thrived for millennia, advancing in ways humanity could only dream of. But their downfall had come swiftly and tragically. "Their records speak of a catastrophic event," Maya explained. "A rogue asteroid that they detected too late. Despite their advanced technology, they couldn't prevent the impact. It caused massive devastation, wiping out most of their population and collapsing their society." Elena listened, her face reflecting both awe and sorrow. "It's a reminder of how vulnerable even the most advanced civilizations can be." Alex nodded. "And a warning for us. We need to understand their technology not just for our benefit, but to prevent a similar fate." With the new understanding of the ancient language and technology, the crew focused on exploring the ruins further. They discovered hidden chambers and devices, each revealing more about the Celestial Network and its capabilities. "This is incredible," Marcus said, examining a holographic interface that had activated when they entered a new chamber. "Their technology is light years ahead of ours. If we can reverse engineer some of this, it could revolutionize our understanding of energy and communication." Maya was particularly interested in a crystalline structure that seemed to store vast amounts of data. "This might be a repository of their knowledge," she said, carefully connecting her equipment to it. "We need to download and analyze this information." As they delved deeper into the ancient records, they uncovered more warnings. The Celestial Network had detected a series of cosmic anomalies, suggesting that the rogue asteroid was not an isolated event. There were patterns indicating other potential threats from space. "These warnings are detailed and precise," Maya said, highlighting sections of the data. The ancient civilization was monitoring space for any signs of danger. They believed that these events were cyclical. Yuri, studying the star maps they had found, added, "If they were right, we might be able to use their data to predict and prevent future disasters." The revelations about the ancient civilization and the potential cosmic threats put additional pressure on the crew. Tensions, already high, began to boil over. "We need to focus on understanding this technology," Marcus insisted during a heated discussion. "It's our best chance for survival and returning home. But we can't ignore the immediate threats we're facing," Alex countered. "These technical issues and health concerns are jeopardizing our mission right now." Elena, trying to mediate, said, "We need a balanced approach. We can't afford to neglect either aspect." The crew's unity was strained, but they knew they had to find a way to work together if they were to succeed. In their exploration, they uncovered a room that had been sealed off, protected by multiple layers of security. Inside, they found a device that seemed different from anything they had encountered so far. "This looks like some kind of control center," Alex said, examining the central console. Maya's eyes widened as she scanned the device. "It's a weapon," she said. "A powerful one. It was designed to protect their planet from cosmic threats." The realization that they had discovered an ancient weapon sparked a fierce debate among the crew. Back at the base, the crew gathered to discuss their latest find. The weapon-like device posed a significant moral and practical dilemma. "We don't know the full capabilities of this weapon," Marcus argued. "It could be too dangerous to use. But it might also be the key to protecting ourselves and preventing another disaster, Maya countered. Alex, trying to find a middle ground, said, "We need to study it carefully and understand its functions before making any decisions. We can't rush into this." Elena added, "We also need to consider the ethical implications. Using alien technology could have unforeseen consequences." The debate highlighted the moral and practical challenges the crew faced as they navigated the complexities of their mission. Amidst the ongoing challenges, the crew continued to adapt to their new environment. Marcus worked on integrating the ancient technology with their own systems, hoping to stabilize their power supply and communication. Elena and Yuri focused on improving their life support systems and finding ways to grow food locally. The greenhouse they had set up was showing promising results, with several earth plants beginning to sprout. "We're making progress," Elena said, inspecting the plants. "If we can sustain this, we'll have a reliable food source." Yuri nodded. "And with the additional power from the ancient technology, we should be able to maintain our systems more effectively." As they continued to study the ancient technology and the data they had downloaded, they made an unexpected discovery. The faint signals and whispers they had been hearing were not just echoes of the past, but active attempts at communication. "We've been interpreting these signals wrong," Maya said excitedly. "They're not just remnants. They're coming from an active source." Alex looked intrigued. "You mean there's someone or something still out there, trying to communicate with us?" "Yes," Maya confirmed. "And I think I can establish a stable communication link." The realization that they were not alone, that there might still be intelligent life connected to the ancient civilization, brought a new sense of urgency and hope to their mission. Maya worked tirelessly to decode the signals and establish communication. After several attempts, she finally succeeded in making contact. A holographic figure appeared before them, its features indistinct but clearly intelligent. The alien being began to speak, and Maya's translation software struggled to keep up. "Greetings, travelers. We are the last remnants of the ancient civilization you have discovered. We have been watching you and are willing to share our knowledge." The crew was stunned, but also cautious. This new alliance could provide them with invaluable assistance, but it also posed risks. "We need to proceed carefully," Alex said. "This could be the key to our survival, but we can't let our guard down." The fragile alliance with the remnants of the ancient civilization opened up new possibilities and challenges, setting the stage for the next phase of their mission on Proxima Centauri b. As days turned into weeks, the crew's initial supplies began to dwindle. The reality of long-term survival on Proxima Centauri b became a pressing concern. They needed to secure local resources to ensure their sustainability. "We're running low on several key supplies," Elena reported during the morning briefing. "Food, water, and medical supplies are the most critical." Marcus nodded. "I've been working on adapting our technology to use local materials, but we need to find more sources of water and food." Yuri, who had been mapping the surrounding area, pointed to a spot on the map. "There's a canyon a few kilometers away that looks promising. It could have water and potentially other resources." The crew decided to explore the canyon, hoping to find the resources they needed. As they ventured out, the landscape around them changed, becoming more rugged and alien. Upon reaching the canyon, they discovered a small stream of water, fed by underground springs. The water was slightly mineral-rich, but appeared safe for consumption after purification. "This is a good start," Marcus said, setting up a portable filtration system. "We can purify this water and bring it back to the base." Elena collected soil samples to analyze their potential for growing earth plants. "If the soil is fertile enough, we might be able to expand our greenhouse efforts here." As they worked, the crew encountered more of the planet's wildlife. The small, insect-like creatures were curious but not aggressive, while larger, more complex organisms kept their distance. Elena studied the behavior of these creatures, noting their patterns and interactions. These animals seem to have their own territories and behaviors. Understanding them will be crucial for our safety. Marcus, ever the engineer, focused on ways to coexist with the wildlife. "We need to develop barriers and deterrents to protect our equipment and food supplies." Back at the base, the crew implemented new systems to utilize the local resources they had found. The purified water from the canyon was stored in large containers, ensuring a stable supply for the coming months. In the greenhouse, Elena and Marcus experimented with different plant species and growing techniques. They used hydroponics and aeroponics, adapting their methods to the alien soil and atmosphere. "It's working," Elena said, smiling as she inspected the first sprouts of lettuce and tomatoes. "We might actually be able to sustain ourselves here." Maya continued her work on deciphering the ancient technology, focusing on the celestial network's energy systems. If we can integrate their power sources with our equipment, we could significantly increase our energy efficiency. Maya's efforts to communicate with the alien entity continued to yield results. The holographic figure became more defined, and their exchanges grew more coherent. "We are the Guardians," the alien entity explained. "Our purpose is to protect and preserve the knowledge of our civilization. We have been in stasis, waiting for someone to awaken us." Alex asked, "Can you help us understand your technology and adapt it for our survival?" The Guardian nodded. "Yes, we will share our knowledge, but you must use it wisely and protect it from those who would misuse it." The crew worked closely with the Guardian, learning about the ancient civilization's advanced technologies. They discovered new methods for energy production, communication, and even medical treatments. "This is incredible," Marcus said, his eyes wide with excitement. "Their energy systems are far more efficient than anything we have. We can integrate this with our own technology." Elena focused on the medical advancements. Their treatments could help us counteract the effects of prolonged exposure to low gravity and cosmic radiation. Maya, meanwhile, delved deeper into the celestial network's capabilities. This network could allow us to communicate instantly with Earth, or even explore other star systems. As they implemented the new technologies, they encountered unexpected challenges. Some of the ancient systems were incompatible with their own, causing malfunctions and disruptions. "We need to be careful," Marcus warned. "These technologies are powerful, but we don't fully understand them yet. We need to integrate them gradually and monitor for any issues." Elena noticed subtle changes in the crew's health data, possibly linked to their use of alien medical treatments. "We need to track these changes closely. Any negative side effects could be serious." The pressure of adapting to their new environment and the excitement of the discoveries led to growing tensions within the crew. Old conflicts resurfaced and new ones emerged. "You're pushing too fast, Maya," Marcus argued. "We need to understand these technologies fully before using them." "We don't have time to go slow," Maya retorted. "Every day we're here, we're at risk. We need to use every advantage we have." Alex stepped in, trying to mediate. "We need to find a balance. Let's take calculated risks and ensure we're not jeopardizing our safety." Yuri added, "We must stay united. Our survival depends on our cooperation." As the crew settled into a routine, they discovered evidence of an impending cosmic event. An asteroid on a collision course with Proxima Centauri b. The Guardian had detected it using the celestial network. "This is exactly what happened to the ancient civilization," Maya said, her voice tinged with urgency. "We need to use the technology we've discovered to prevent it." Alex nodded. "We have the knowledge and the means. Let's make sure we don't share the same fate." The crew rallied together, combining their skills and the knowledge they had gained from the Guardian. They worked tirelessly to develop a plan to deflect the asteroid and protect their base. Marcus and Maya focused on adapting the ancient weapon they had discovered, while Yuri plotted the asteroid's trajectory and calculated the best point of impact. "We have one shot at this," Alex said, addressing the crew. "Let's make it count." With the Guardian's guidance, they launched their plan, using the ancient weapon to alter the asteroid's course. The tension was palpable as they watched the asteroid's trajectory shift, narrowly avoiding a collision. "We did it," Elena whispered, tears of relief in her eyes. "We actually did it." The excitement of deflecting the asteroid had barely subsided when the Guardian revealed a startling new piece of information. "Our sensors have detected a ship approaching Proxima Centauri b," the Guardian announced through the holographic interface. "It is not of our design, nor of yours." The crew gathered around, their faces a mix of curiosity and concern. Could it be another alien civilization? Alex asked. Possibly, the Guardian replied. But we must prepare for all contingencies. We cannot be certain of their intentions. The crew quickly moved into action, fortifying their base and setting up surveillance systems to monitor the approaching ship. They armed themselves with the ancient weapons they had adapted, ready to defend their new home if necessary. We need to stay calm and collected, Alex said, addressing the crew. We don't know who or what is on that ship. Let's be ready, but also open to peaceful contact. Maya, working with the Guardian, tried to establish a communication link with the ship. If they're intelligent, they'll likely respond to our signals, she said, adjusting the frequency of their transmission. The alien ship descended slowly, its sleek, metallic surface reflecting the pale light of Proxima Centauri. It landed a few kilometers from their base, kicking up a cloud of dust. The crew watched from a distance, their hearts pounding. The ship's hatch opened, and a group of humanoid figures emerged. They moved with a graceful, deliberate gait, their features obscured by helmets and armor. Let's go, Alex said, leading the way. But stay alert. As the two groups approached each other, Maya initiated the first contact, using a combination of human and Guardian language patterns. The humanoid figures paused, then one of them stepped forward, removing their helmet to reveal a surprisingly human-like face. Greetings, the alien said in a halting but understandable English. We are the Elan, travelers of the stars. We come in peace. Relief washed over the crew, but they remained cautious. We are explorers from Earth, Alex replied. We mean you no harm. The Elan leader, named Kalen, explained that they had been monitoring the distress signals from the Guardian's network and had come to investigate. We sensed your presence and the activation of the ancient technologies, Kalen said. We seek knowledge and understanding, much like you. Over the next few days, the crew and the Elan began a tentative exchange of knowledge and culture. The Elan were advanced, with a deep understanding of the cosmos and a rich history of exploration. We are descendants of an ancient alliance that once spanned many star systems, Keelan explained. Our ancestors were connected to the civilization that once thrived here. Maya was fascinated by their technology and biology. Your physiology is so similar to ours, she noted. It suggests a common origin or a shared evolutionary path. Kalen nodded. Indeed, we have long theorized that life in the universe follows certain patterns, guided by the same fundamental principles. The Elan shared their advanced medical knowledge and technologies with the crew, helping them improve their life support systems and adapt better to the planet's environment. In return, the crew shared their experiences and the data they had gathered. This cooperation could benefit both our species, Elena said, as she worked alongside an Elan medic to integrate new treatments into their medical protocols. Marcus and the Elan engineers collaborated on enhancing their power systems, finding ways to increase efficiency and sustainability. Your energy sources are remarkably efficient, Marcus remarked. This could revolutionize our energy production back on Earth. While the alliance with the Elan was promising, not all crew members were entirely trusting. Yuri, in particular, remained wary. We need to be cautious, he warned. We don't know their true intentions. Alex agreed. We have to protect our interests, but we can't let fear prevent us from exploring this opportunity. We'll continue to be vigilant. The Elan, aware of the crew's reservations, made efforts to build trust. Kalen and his team assisted in strengthening the base's defenses and shared critical information about potential cosmic threats. Just as the alliance seemed to be solidifying, the Guardian alerted the crew to a new danger. There is an anomaly approaching the planet, the Guardian reported. A powerful energy surge, possibly an attack. The Elan confirmed the Guardian's findings. This energy signature is similar to those used by a hostile race we encountered in our travels, Kalen explained. We must prepare for a possible confrontation. The crew and the Elan worked together to fortify their defenses and prepare for the incoming threat. Tensions ran high as they waited for the unknown enemy to arrive. The hostile force arrived with a sudden, violent energy burst, disrupting communications and power systems. The alien ships descended rapidly, their intentions clear. Defensive positions, Alex commanded, rallying both the crew and the Elan. Protect the base and each other. The The battle was fierce and chaotic. The crew used the ancient weapons and their newfound knowledge from the Elan to fend off the attackers. The Elan's advanced technology and combat experience proved invaluable. Elena and the medics worked tirelessly to treat the wounded, while Marcus and the engineers fought to keep the systems operational. The battle eventually ended, with the hostile forces repelled. The base was damaged, and several members of both the crew and the Elan were injured, but they had survived. "That was too close," Marcus said, surveying the damage. "We need to strengthen our defenses even more." Kalen approached Alex, gratitude and respect evident in his expression. "Your bravery and resilience are commendable. We are honored to stand with you." Alex nodded. "We couldn't have done it without you. This alliance is crucial for our survival." In the aftermath of the battle, the crew and the Elan worked together to repair and strengthen their base. They also began to plan for the future, discussing ways to further their alliance and explore the potential of the celestial network. "We have a lot to learn from each other," Maya said, looking at the Elan technology. "This is just the beginning." Alex gathered the crew and the Elan for a meeting. "We face many challenges ahead, but we also have incredible opportunities. Together, we can achieve great things." The sense of unity and purpose was stronger than ever as they looked to the stars, ready to face whatever the universe might throw at them next. In the days following the battle, the crew and the Elan discovered new alien artifacts within the ruins. These artifacts, hidden in deep underground chambers, revealed more about the ancient civilization's advanced technology and its connection to the wider galaxy. Maya and Keelan worked together to decipher the symbols and codes on these artifacts. "These devices are unlike anything we've seen before," Maya said, examining a complex crystalline structure. "They could hold the key to unlocking even greater knowledge." Keelan nodded. "Our ancestors were part of a vast network of civilizations. These artifacts might provide us with access to their collective wisdom." As they delved deeper into the ruins, the team uncovered more warnings left by the ancient civilization. These messages, encoded in the walls and artifacts, detailed a series of cosmic events that threatened their world. They were aware of multiple threats from space, Maya explained during a briefing. Not just asteroids, but also energy surges, rogue planets, and hostile forces. They built this network to monitor and protect against these dangers. Alex looked at the holographic map displaying the threats. "We need to take these warnings seriously. If these threats are cyclical, we could be facing them again." Despite the alliance with the Elan, internal conflicts among the crew resurfaced. The stress of the mission, combined with the recent battle, heightened tensions. "Marcus, we need those repairs done faster," Alex demanded, his frustration showing. "I'm doing the best I can," Marcus snapped back. "These systems are ancient and complex. It's not as simple as flipping a switch." Elena stepped in to mediate. "We all want the same thing, to survive and thrive here. Let's focus on working together." Yuri, observing the growing discord, reminded them, "United we stand, divided we fall. We must not let these conflicts tear us apart." While exploring a newly discovered section of the ruins, Maya and Kalen found a hidden chamber filled with advanced technology. Among the devices was knee that stood out, a large, pulsating sphere that seemed to be a central control unit. "This appears to be the core of their defensive network," Kalen said, his eyes wide with wonder. "It has the power to manipulate energy and even control time-space anomalies." Maya was cautious. "We need to understand this fully before we attempt to use it. The potential consequences could be catastrophic if we make a mistake." The discovery of the control unit sparked a moral debate among the crew and the Elan. The device's potential for both protection and destruction was immense. "We have a responsibility to use this technology wisely," Alex said during a heated discussion. "We can't let it fall into the wrong hands or misuse it ourselves." Marcus argued, "But this could be our best chance to secure our survival and prevent future threats. We can't afford to ignore it." Elena added, "We also need to consider the ethical implications. Using such powerful technology without fully understanding it could lead to unintended consequences." The debate highlighted the delicate balance between survival and ethical responsibility. As they continued to explore and adapt to their environment, the crew and the Elon implemented new survival strategies. They fortified their base, improved their life support systems, and expanded their greenhouse efforts. "We've made significant progress," Elena said, inspecting the thriving plants in the greenhouse. "Our food supply is becoming more stable." Marcus and the Elon engineers worked on integrating the ancient power sources with their own systems. "We've increased our energy efficiency," Marcus reported. "We should be able to maintain our systems for the long term." Maya's efforts to communicate with the Guardian continued to yield results. The Guardian began to share more detailed information about the ancient civilization and its technological advancements. "The Guardian has provided us with schematics for their energy systems," Maya said during a briefing. "If we can replicate these, we could revolutionize our power generation." Kalen added, "The Guardian also mentioned a hidden repository of knowledge deeper within the ruins. It could contain invaluable information about the ancient civilization and their network." The alliance between the crew and the Elon grew stronger as they shared knowledge and resources. Together, they planned to explore the deeper sections of the ruins and uncover more of the ancient civilization's secrets. "We have a common goal," Alex said, addressing both groups. "To understand this world and protect it from future threats. Let's work together to achieve it." Kalen agreed. "Our ancestors built this network to safeguard their knowledge. It is our duty to continue their legacy and use it for the greater good." Guided by the Guardian and armed with new knowledge, the combined team ventured into the deeper sections of the ruins. The passages were narrow and winding, filled with traps and challenges designed to protect the ancient knowledge. "We need to be careful," Yuri warned as they navigated a particularly treacherous section. One wrong move could trigger a collapse or worse. Maya and Kalen worked together to decipher the symbols and deactivate the traps. "We're getting closer," Maya said, her excitement palpable. "The repository should be just ahead." Finally, they reached the hidden repository, a vast chamber filled with glowing orbs and intricate carvings. The air was thick with the sense of ancient wisdom and untapped potential. "This is it," Kalen said, looking around in awe. "The heart of the ancient civilization's knowledge." Maya approached one of the glowing orbs. "These orbs contain data on their technology, culture, and history. We need to carefully extract and analyze this information." Over the next few days, the team worked tirelessly to extract and analyze the data from the repository. They uncovered detailed schematics, historical records, and even personal journals of the ancient civilization. "This is beyond anything we imagined," Maya said, her eyes wide with wonder. "Their understanding of the universe is unparalleled." Kalen added, "We can use this knowledge to enhance our own technology and protect our future." Among the data, they discovered a startling revelation. The ancient civilization had foreseen their own downfall and had left behind a contingency plan to safeguard their knowledge and protect future generations. They built this network not just to protect themselves, but to guide and support any future civilizations that might follow in their footsteps, Maya explained. "We are the beneficiaries of their foresight." Alex nodded, understanding the weight of their discovery. "We have a responsibility to use this knowledge wisely and ensure that their legacy continues." With the knowledge from the repository and the alliance with the Elon, the crew felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were not just explorers and survivors, but also stewards of an ancient legacy. "We have much to learn and much to do," Alex said, addressing the combined team. "But together, we can achieve great things." Kalen agreed. "Our journey is just beginning. Let us honor the legacy of our ancestors and work towards a brighter future." The sense of unity and purpose was stronger than ever as they looked to the stars, ready to face whatever challenges and mysteries awaited them on Proxima Centauri b. The newfound knowledge from the ancient repository brought both hope and fear. As the crew and the Elon analyzed the data, they discovered evidence of an imminent cosmic disaster, a massive solar storm from Proxima Centauri that could devastate the planet's surface. The ancient civilization's records predict this solar storm, Maya explained during an emergency meeting. "It's expected to hit within the next few weeks. We need to prepare immediately." Alex's face was grim. "We have limited time. Let's prioritize our efforts to protect ourselves and our base. The team quickly devised a plan to evacuate the base if necessary. They identified potential shelters within the ruins that could provide protection against the solar storm's radiation and energy bursts. We need to reinforce these shelters, Marcus said, reviewing the schematics. The ancient structures are strong, but we need to ensure they're airtight and shielded. Kalen and the Elan engineers agreed. Our technology can help enhance the protective measures. We must work quickly and efficiently. As they worked on fortifying the shelters, they encountered numerous technical challenges. The ancient technology, while advanced, was still foreign and required careful integration with their own systems. This is like trying to fit a round peg into a square hole, Marcus muttered, his frustration evident. We need to find a way to make these systems compatible. Maya, despite her exhaustion, remained optimistic. We can do this. We have the knowledge and the skills. Let's take it one step at a time. As if the impending solar storm wasn't enough, the crew discovered signs of sabotage. Critical equipment had been tampered with, causing delays and increasing the risk of failure. Who would do this? Elena asked, her voice shaking with anger. We're all in this together. Yuri's expression was stern. It could be an outsider or someone trying to undermine our efforts. We need to be vigilant. Alex ordered an immediate investigation, knowing that trust within the team was crucial for their survival. With time running out, the crew and the Elan intensified their efforts. They fortified the shelters, stockpiled supplies, and ensured that all systems were operational. We're almost there, Marcus said, his hands dirty from hours of work. Just a few more adjustments. Elena checked the medical supplies and ensured that everyone knew the emergency protocols. We need to be ready for anything. Stay calm and stick together. As the solar storm approached, the crew made a grim discovery. The sabotage had caused a critical failure in one of the key systems protecting the shelter. It needed to be repaired manually, from outside the safety of the shelter. I'll do it, Marcus volunteered, determination in his eyes. It's my responsibility. No, Alex said, his voice firm. We do this together. We'll find another way. But Marcus was resolute. There isn't time, Alex. You know that. This is the only way. With heavy hearts, the crew watched as Marcus suited up and ventured outside. He worked quickly, enduring the increasing radiation and energy bursts. As he completed the repairs, a massive surge from the storm struck, and Marcus was lost in the blinding light. The solar storm hit with a ferocity that shook the shelters. The crew and the Elan huddled together, listening to the roar of the storm outside. The shelters held, thanks to their combined efforts and Marcus's sacrifice. We did it, Kalen said softly, looking around at the survivors. We survived. Elena's face was streaked with tears, but at a great cost. In the aftermath of the storm, the crew mourned the loss of Marcus. They held a memorial, sharing stories of his bravery and dedication. His sacrifice had saved them all, and his legacy would live on. We have to honor Marcus by continuing our mission, Alex said, his voice filled with resolve. He gave his life so we could survive. Let's make sure it wasn't in vain. Maya nodded, her eyes filled with determination. We have much work to do. Let's build on what Marcus helped us achieve. With the immediate threat of the solar storm over, the crew focused on rebuilding and improving their base. They integrated the lessons learned from the crisis and strengthened their defenses against future threats. We need to be prepared for anything, Yuri said, overseeing the fortifications. Let's make sure this never happens again. The alliance with the Elan grew stronger as they continued to share knowledge and resources. Together, they were more resilient and better equipped to face the challenges of their new world. As they moved forward, the crew kept Marcus's memory alive. His sacrifice served as a constant reminder of their mission's importance and the need to work together. Marcus believed in what we were doing, Elena said during a team meeting. Let's make sure we honor his memory by succeeding. The crew's unity and determination were stronger than ever as they faced the future, ready to overcome any obstacles and unlock the secrets of Proxima Centauri b. The days following the solar storm were filled with a renewed sense of purpose. The crew knew they couldn't stay on Proxima Centauri b forever. They needed to find a way to return to Earth with the valuable knowledge and technology they had acquired. "We have to get back to Earth," Alex said during a briefing. "But our current systems won't support such a long journey. We need to adapt the ancient technology for our ship." Kalen and the Elan were committed to helping. "We will assist you in any way we can. The knowledge you carry is crucial for both our futures." Maya and Marcus had already made significant progress in understanding the ancient technology before his death. Using his notes and the Guardian's guidance, the team worked tirelessly to integrate the advanced propulsion and energy systems into their ship. "This quantum drive is our best bet," Maya explained. "It's based on the same principles as our quantum drive, but far more advanced. We need to ensure it's stable for a long journey." Marcus's spirit seemed to linger in the lab as they worked, his earlier contributions guiding their hands. Yuri focused on navigation, recalculating their path to Earth-Us in the newly integrated technology. As they worked, the Guardian detected another anomaly, a cosmic event that could disrupt their launch and endanger their journey. A rogue asteroid, destabilized by the recent solar storm, was now on a collision course with their planned trajectory. "We can't delay," Alex said. "We have to launch before the asteroid reaches us. It's now or never." The pressure intensified as they raced against time, ensuring all systems were operational and the ship was ready for launch. The Elan assisted in making last-minute adjustments, their advanced knowledge proving invaluable. The crew gathered for a final briefing before launch. The tension in the air was palpable, but so was the determination. "Remember, this mission is about more than just getting home," Alex said. "It's about bringing back knowledge that could change our future. We've lost friends and faced incredible challenges, but we've also gained so much. Let's honor their memory by succeeding." Elena checked the medical supplies one last time, ensuring they were prepared for any health issues during the journey. "We're ready," she said, her voice steady. Launch day arrived, the atmosphere charged with a mix of excitement and anxiety. The ship, now equipped with the ancient quantum drive, stood ready. The crew boarded, their minds focused on the task ahead. "All systems go," Maya reported, her fingers flying over the controls. "Quantum drive is stable." "Launch in T-10, Alex announced, his voice calm but firm. "Everyone, brace for departure." The countdown commenced, and as it reached 0, the quantum drive activated. The ship shuddered, and then, with a blinding flash, it was propelled into the vastness of space, leaving Proxima Centauri B behind. The journey through space was both exhilarating and daunting. The crew monitored the quantum drive closely, ready to respond to any anomalies. The Guardian's guidance proved essential, helping them navigate through cosmic obstacles. "We're making good progress," Yuri reported, adjusting their course. "At this rate, we'll reach Earth in a matter of months." Maya continued to analyze the data they had gathered, using the time to deepen her understanding of the ancient technology. "This knowledge is invaluable," she said, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "It will change everything." Midway through their journey, the ship encountered a series of unexpected gravitational anomalies. The quantum drive began to destabilize, threatening their progress. "We need to stabilize the drive," Marcus's notes guided Maya as she worked frantically to adjust the settings. "If we don't, we could be stranded in deep space." The crew worked together, combining their knowledge and skills. Alex coordinated the efforts, ensuring everyone stayed focused. "We've faced worse," he reminded them. "We can handle this." As the situation grew more dire, it became clear that someone needed to manually adjust the quantum drive from outside the ship, risking exposure to dangerous radiation. "I'll do it," Elena volunteered, her voice unwavering. "I have the medical training to handle the exposure." "No," Alex said firmly. "We'll find another way." But Elena was resolute. "We can't afford to lose anyone else, Alex. This is the only way." With a heavy heart, Alex agreed. The crew watched as Elena suited up and exited the ship. She worked quickly, her movements precise. As she completed the adjustments, a massive surge of energy struck, and Elena was engulfed in a blinding light. With Elena's sacrifice, the quantum drive stabilized. The crew mourned her loss, but knew they had to push forward. They were now on the final stretch of their journey home. "Elena's bravery saved us," Maya said, tears in her eyes. "We have to honor her by making it back." Alex nodded. "We're almost there. Let's finish this." As Earth came into view, the the crew felt a surge of relief and joy. They contacted Mission Control, who had been anxiously awaiting their return. "This is Horizon," Alex said, his voice filled with emotion. "We're coming home." The ship descended through Earth's atmosphere, landing safely. The crew disembarked, greeted by cheers and tears from their loved ones and colleagues. Upon their return, the crew underwent quarantine and debriefing. They shared their findings, the advanced technologies, and the knowledge they had gained. The world listened in awe as they recounted their journey. "We have so much to share," Maya said during a press conference. "The knowledge we've gained will revolutionize our understanding of the universe." Reintegrating into society was challenging, but the crew supported each other. They honored their fallen comrades, Marcus and Elena, by continuing their work and ensuring their sacrifices were not in vain. "We've been through so much," Yuri said during a memorial service, "but we're stronger for it. Let's continue to push the boundaries of what's possible." The knowledge and technology brought back from Proxima Centauri b revolutionized Earth's scientific and technological landscape. New alliances were formed, and humanity entered a new era of exploration and discovery. "We have a responsibility to use this knowledge wisely," Alex said during a UN conference. "To honor those we lost, and to build a better future for all." Plans for future missions to Proxima Centauri b and beyond were set into motion. The crew's legacy inspired a new generation of explorers, ready to venture into the unknown. "We're just beginning," Maya said, looking up at the stars. "There's so much more to discover." The sense of unity and purpose was stronger than ever as humanity looked to the stars, ready to face whatever challenges and mysteries awaited them. As the Horizon began its journey back to Earth, the crew took moments to reflect on their experiences. The quiet hum of the ship contrasted with the intense events of the past months. Alex stood by the viewport, gazing at the stars. "We've come so far," he said quietly to Maya, who joined him. "Marcus and Elena's sacrifices, the knowledge we've gained, it's overwhelming." Maya nodded. "We have a duty to honor them by making it back and sharing what we've learned. Their legacy will live on through us." As the Horizon neared the solar system, they re-established contact with Earth. The signal was clear, and the faces of Mission Control filled the screens. "Welcome back, Horizon," said Mission Director Sarah Roberts, her voice filled with emotion. "We've been waiting for this moment. The world is eager to hear your story." The crew shared a brief summary of their discoveries, promising a detailed report upon their return. The excitement and relief from Earth were palpable. Upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, the Horizon landed at a secure facility. The crew underwent strict quarantine protocols to ensure no alien pathogens were brought back. "This is standard procedure," Elena's replacement, Dr. Lee, reassured them. "We need to be thorough for everyone's safety." The crew was isolated, but maintained contact with Mission Control, sharing initial findings and data. The quarantine period allowed them time to decompress and process their journey. After quarantine, the crew entered a series of detailed debriefings. They recounted their experiences, discoveries, and the integration of alien technology. "We've documented everything," Maya said, presenting her findings. "From the ancient artifacts to the biological samples, this data will revolutionize our understanding of space and technology." Alex added, "The alliance with the Elan and the Guardian's knowledge are invaluable. We must continue this partnership to further our exploration." The world eagerly awaited the crew's public address. A press conference was held, broadcast globally. The crews stood together, their presence a testament to human resilience and curiosity. "Thank you for your patience," Alex began. "Our mission to Proxima Centauri b has yielded incredible discoveries. We've encountered advanced civilizations, faced extraordinary challenges, and returned with knowledge that will benefit all of humanity." Maya detailed their findings, highlighting the ancient technology and the alliance with the Elan. "This is just the beginning. We have opened a door to new possibilities." Reintegration into society was a bittersweet experience. The crew had changed profoundly, and so had their relationships with their loved ones. Alex reunited with his family, holding his children tightly. "I've missed so much," he said, tears in his eyes. "But I'm home now." Maya visited her parents, sharing stories of her journey. "I felt your support every step of the way," she told them. we've accomplished something extraordinary. The loss of Marcus and Elena weighed heavily on the crew. They held a memorial service, attended by their families and colleagues, honoring their bravery and sacrifice. Marcus and Elena gave their lives so we could return, Alex said, his voice steady. Their spirit will continue to guide us in our future endeavors. The crew supported each other, sharing memories and finding solace in their shared experiences. The scientific community was abuzz with the data brought back from Proxima Centauri b. Conferences and seminars were held, where the crew presented their findings and collaborated with researchers worldwide. This is a new era of exploration, Maya said during a keynote speech. We have the opportunity to learn from ancient civilizations and apply that knowledge to our future. The Guardian's data was shared with Earth's scientists, leading to breakthroughs in energy, medicine, and technology. Inspired by the Horizon's journey, plans for future missions to Proxima Centauri b and beyond were set in motion. New ships were designed, incorporating the advanced technologies discovered by the crew. We must continue to explore, Yuri said during a planning session. The universe is vast, and there's so much more to discover. The Elon offered their assistance, strengthening the alliance and ensuring the success of future missions. Each crew member found new purpose and direction. Alex took on a leadership role in future mission planning, using his experience to guide the next generation of explorers. Maya continued her research, delving deeper into the mysteries of the ancient civilization. There are still so many questions, she said, her curiosity undiminished. I intend to find the answers. Yuri focused on training new navigators, sharing his expertise and ensuring they were prepared for the challenges of space travel. The return of the Horizon had a profound impact on Earth. The knowledge and technology brought back spurred economic growth, technological advancements, and a renewed interest in space exploration. This is a turning point for humanity, Alex said during a UN conference. We must use this knowledge to build a better future for all. The international community collaborated on new projects, aiming to harness the potential of the discoveries and explore new frontiers. As the crew settled into their new roles, they looked to the future with hope and determination. The journey to Proxima Centauri b had changed them, but it had also opened up a universe of possibilities. We've only scratched the surface, Maya said, gazing at the stars. Our journey is far from over. The Horizon's mission had ended, but its legacy would continue, inspiring generations to come. The crew's resilience, bravery, and dedication had paved the way for a new era of exploration and discovery. The years following the Horizon's return were marked by rapid advancements and a renewed spirit of exploration. The crew's discoveries had sparked a global movement, driving humanity towards a brighter future. Alex, now a senior advisor at the United Space Agency, oversaw the construction of new spacecraft equipped with the advanced technologies they had brought back. We're not just exploring space, he said. We're building a bridge to the stars. Maya continued her research, working closely with scientists worldwide to decode the remaining data from the ancient civilization. Every new discovery brings us closer to understanding our place in the universe, she explained during a symposium. The alliance with the Elon flourished, leading to joint missions and the establishment of research outposts on Proxima Centauri b and other promising exoplanets. Yuri led one of the first missions back to Proxima Centauri b, bringing new explorers to continue the work they had started. The universe is vast and full of mysteries, Yuri said before departing. Our journey has just begun. Elena's contributions to medical science were honored with new medical facilities named after her, focusing on space medicine and treatments for radiation exposure and other space-related health issues. The Guardian's knowledge was fully integrated into Earth's technological framework, enhancing communication, energy production, and defense systems. The Celestial Network, as it was now called, became a cornerstone of humanity's expansion into space. We're using ancient wisdom to build a new future, Marcus's replacement, Dr. Lee, said during a presentation. The Guardian's legacy is now part of our own. The Celestial Network enabled instant communication between Earth and distant colonies, fostering a sense of unity and collaboration across the galaxy. The story of the Horizon and its crew became a fundamental part of educational curriculums worldwide. Schools and universities established programs dedicated to space exploration, inspired by the bravery and determination of Alex, Maya, Yuri, Marcus, and Alina. Children looked to the stars with dreams of becoming the next great explorers. "One day, I'll walk on Proxima Centauri B," a young student said during a class visit to the United Space Agency. Each crew member found their own path, their lives forever changed by their journey. Alex, now a celebrated figure, used his platform to advocate for peaceful exploration and cooperation. Maya's work earned her numerous accolades, and she continued to push the boundaries of what was possible. "There are still so many questions," she often said, "and I won't rest until we find the answers." Yuri, ever the explorer, dedicated his life to training the next generation of space navigators, ensuring they were prepared for the challenges ahead. The memories of Marcus and Alina were kept alive through scholarships, research grants, and memorials. Their sacrifices had made the Horizon's mission a success, and their legacy inspired countless others to follow in their footsteps. During a memorial ceremony, Alex spoke, "Marcus and Alina's bravery and dedication are the foundation of our achievements. We honor them by continuing to explore and discover." The return of the Horizon had united humanity in a common goal. Nations collaborated on space projects, sharing resources and knowledge. The world had come together in a way that had not been seen before. "We are stronger together," a UN representative said during a global summit. "Our unity is our greatest strength as we venture into the unknown." New missions were launched, each one building on the successes and lessons of the Horizon. Young scientists and explorers took the lead, guided by the wisdom and experience of those who had come before. "We stand on the shoulders of giants," a young astronaut said before embarking on a mission to a distant exoplanet, "and we will continue their legacy." A new base was established on Proxima Centauri B, named Horizon Outpost in honor of the original mission. It served as a hub for research, exploration, and interstellar cooperation. Yuri, leading the first team to the new outpost, felt a sense of pride and nostalgia. "We've come full circle," he said, looking at the familiar landscape. "This is where it all began, and where it continues." As humanity expanded further into space, the lessons and legacy of the Horizon guided every step. The spirit of exploration, the drive to discover, and the determination to overcome any obstacle were now ingrained in the very fabric of society. Alex, Maya, Yuri, and the rest of the crew had become symbols of what humanity could achieve when united by a common purpose. In a quiet moment, Alex reflected on their journey. The stars seemed brighter, closer now. "We started with a dream," he said to Maya, who stood beside him. "And now that dream is a reality." Maya smiled, "And there's so much more to discover." As they stood together, gazing at the infinite possibilities before them, they knew that their journey was just a chapter in the ongoing story of human exploration. The legacy of the Horizon would live on, inspiring generations to look to the stars and strive for the impossible.